Turn up my sound. Okay, what's up, CEOs? It's our weekly video, okay? Free training for auto dealers right here. Today's video is 4 steps to dealership startup. So while we wait for people to come in, let me tell you that people are coming in the Facebook group to join live. And to be able to leave comments and ask questions and all that. So if you want to be among those people, then join the Facebook group so you can watch live. This video is uploaded later to YouTube. Okay, so while I still wait for people to come in, let me know who you are. I see you. Hopefully you can hear me because I got a new phone, and this video, the quality of it is a little different. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just getting used to the look and feel. Okay, so I'm Shamel Leonard, and I started the Auto Dealer Business School. I'm an auto dealer and a business owner, right? Because that's what auto dealers are, and a dealership owner. And I started out just trying to figure it out on my own, and made a lot of mistakes, and then decided that there should be an auto dealer business school to guide people to place their investment and how to use their investment to open a really good dealership, something that sells good cars, that makes lots of money. So it's a healthy business, and it provides some stability for the families that decide to open these dealerships, right? The dealers, the entrepreneurs. So the Auto Dealer Business School has the 6-Figure Dealer Club program, and it has had several names over the years, okay? Because I've just really been trying to find like the right way to label it, but it really is the 6-Figure Dealer Club now. It is really the stepping stone to $1 million dealership, right? You have to make 6 figures before you get to $1 million. So when people say, I want to start small, well, really starting small is 6 figures. So we have the 6-Figure Dealer Club, we have drama-free licensing, and drama-free licensing is inside the 6-Figure Dealer Club. So if you're a member there, then you also get drama-free licensing, where membership is growing, influence is growing, opportunities are growing. So I don't want to take too much time with all of that, because I need to really figure out which ones to say when, because there's a lot going on, which is good, because my whole vision for Auto Dealer Business School was to start a place for small dealership owners, or people with a lean budget who can come to build a dealership that is ethical and profitable, and selling affordable cars. Okay, so with that vision, I am spreading a lot of knowledge and information in the industry about what it is to be a small dealership and how to start lean, what are the steps and the processes, and what actually is needed in the auto industry and selling cars right now, especially affordable cars, especially now that we're headed into this recession, or in this recession, I mean, depending on who you talk to, right? So announcements, 6-Figure Dealer Club is open for enrollment right now, and this is the last time it'll be open for this year. So if you are trying to get licensed, and trying to set up your dealership, trying to become a dealership, trying to sell cars as a dealership, as a business, and you really want the blueprint, from A to Z, then definitely consider joining the 6-Figure Dealer Club. The way you join right now is to schedule a strategy session. Since we are a small club, then I need to really make sure that this is a good fit for us both, and the plan works for you. Okay, so I'll put the link for the strategy session in the description. Okay, CEO. So what's up, Cla and Santos, and there are a few others. I don't necessarily see the name. I don't know why that is, but anyway, so let's get into 4 steps to dealership startup. So I kind of changed the title of this video a bit, the subject of this video, because the spirit moved, right? By popular demand means, for me, when I talk to people in the strategy sessions, what are like the most common questions, and what are the point of confusion, and where, people tend to get lost, right? So, after talking to several people in last week, I realized that a lot of people need to know what it looks like to even start a dealership. Like, what does this whole process look like from beginning to end? What am I supposed to be doing? What are the phases? Like, help me out so I know when I've gotten there and I know when I'm done and I can move on to the next. Because that's a part of a lot of the confusion in setup is you really aren't sure, like, am I starting at the beginning? Is this the beginning? Where's the end? And what are the steps in between, right? So that's why I'm here to give you that. So the 4 steps to dealership startup. Of course, we have licensing, right? You have to be a licensed, retail licensed dealer, used car dealer to sell used cars to the public, to customers, including your family and friends, right? So lots of people get a wholesale license and they're frustrated and disappointed because the business that's coming to them, which are their family and friends, coworkers, etc., they cannot partake in. They cannot sell vehicles to them, right? So it's almost like, shoot, I should have got my retail license. Well, yes, because as a small dealer, the most powerful thing you have is word of mouth, right? It's like a grassroots operation, right? So word of mouth is the most powerful resource for you. And word of mouth are going to be to people, not businesses. So it actually is beneficial to become a retail dealer, to get licensed as a retail dealer. Okay. So in the licensing process, and let me know if you have any questions. Like, I'm going through this because I want to at least get the information out there. Let me know if you have any questions though. Okay. Cause this is some Q&A going on. All right. So in the licensing process, right, CEOs, you have business setup, right? You have to become a business. Then you have to find a location. Well, I mean, I guess that's part of being a business too, right? You need to find a location, and then you need to get your license approved. So completing all the other requirements, right? So that's the first part of dealership startup, is the licensing part. Lots of people stop here. They get lost here because in this process, if you don't have enough budget, you can't complete it, you'll get stuck. Also, you can deplete your budget if you do the steps out of order. So that's also an issue. And also, it takes a lot of people a long period of time to get through the licensing, and that depletes their budget, right? So they may have started out with adequate money, but then didn't really execute in time. They might have even done the steps in the right order and didn't execute just in time. It took time because life happens, right? Kids and family members and work and health, right? Life happens. So then by the end of life happening, you get back to the licensing process and it's 6 months, 12 months later, right? And then budget depleted. Okay. So that's where a lot of people get stuck in the first phase of dealership startup, is the licensing. And then they may lose like the confidence that they can do it, or the drive. So then it's like, I'm done, right? So then the people who make it through that phase, right, to the other side, imagine you running a race, right? And you make it through that part and you see the people falling behind you, right? Dropping out. Okay. But you running on, you looking ahead, right? So then you run to dealership setup because now you are a licensed dealer, right? And now you can become a dealer. So to become a dealer, you need to register as a dealer, right? With the state. You need to tell some people that you're a dealer, some people who matter, some people who can help give you access to things because now you're a dealer, right? Then you need to have all the things that a dealer needs in place to have in place, right? And then you need to, in the dealership setup part, you need to get your office in order. All right. You have office tasks. You have office policies and procedures, office protocols. You need to at least have a draft of that so that you know when certain situations happen, you have planned on how to respond. Okay. And also how to make certain situations not even happen. Okay. That's also in that part. You need to understand how your sales work. Okay, because now you're a dealer, and one of the questions I get a lot is, I mean, I don't even know what to do after they give me the money for the car, right? So that's what you need to do after you get, that's what you need to learn after you get money from the car. Are you all leaving comments? Because I see a lot of people here, but I'm not seeing any comments. So are comments working? Say, hey, let me know if comments are working. Let me know who you are and where you're coming in from also, okay? So yeah, you need to get your know how your sales work, right? What do you do after you take the money? And then you need to learn your operations, because you have operations. You need to operate the operations, know how to operate the operations. Okay. That's dealership setup right there. And that part is where people really drop out. A lot of people get licensed and they have been licensed 2, 3 years, 4 years, and have never sold a car because they couldn't get through the dealership setup part. They didn't understand all the steps. They don't feel prepared. They know they're not ready. They know they don't have everything. They just don't know when they'll have everything, because they don't even know what everything is. Okay. That's the dealership setup part, is what everything is and how to get everything you need. That's your dealership setup part. All right. And that is also in the, 6-figure dealer club. That's what I help you to, I give to you, that part. Okay. Those steps. All right. So then imagine still you running a race, right? And you made it past that first point, that first checkpoint, the licensing. Now you're making it past, you see the line for dealership setup and you almost done, and you see more people falling out, right? Because that's how it is. Like, most people give up here. They done lost 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, right? And never had the satisfaction of selling a car or playing with cars professionally. They are disappointed. They feel like they made the wrong decision, might even have, hit the confidence a little bit. This is a rough stage. Okay. So get the help you need, get out of this stage, because then you got to move to opening your dealership. Okay. Now, lots of people just open their dealership, and I mean, I don't know all the dealerships in the world, so, that may work, but I do understand that the people who come to me who have just opened their dealership have felt like they didn't want to sell as many cars because they weren't quite confident that they had everything they need to open their dealership. Okay. The other issue that I've run into with people just opening their dealership, and I'll explain what opening your dealership is in a minute, is that they sell cars, but then they pick the wrong cars. They have problematic buyers because now they sold them a bad car, and, they got to resolve some issues, or they're not making a whole lot of profit on cars, or, and then they're having to work hard. Like, that's the issues that face you if you just open your dealership. And what I mean by opening your dealership is cars are ready for sale. Okay. When cars are ready for sale and you haven't completed the dealership setup part, then your sales are stagnant. They're frustrating. They're problematic. You're buying the wrong cars. You unhappy. Okay. This is not working. This is not fun. All right. So yes, you open your dealership by starting with, getting each department open. Okay. You have to first open each department of your dealership. Now, your dealership has an acquisitions department, a recon, which is short for reconditioning department, and a marketing and sales department. Okay. And so each department has things that they need to have in place before they can open and be efficient and have all the boxes checked, so to speak, or all the I's dotted, all the T's crossed, right? Then you have to, make sure each department is ready to go, right? That's what you have to do first. Then you will have some cars in that time. You don't have to open the departments, then buy the cars. Like, you're buying cars while you're opening, your acquisitions department. Okay. Then you're getting cars ready to sell while you're opening your recon department, finishing the checklist to open, right? Then you're marketing and selling cars as you are checking off all the things to open that department, all right? And then you make sales and process the paperwork. That is opening your dealership. You are telling everybody because you got cars to sell. You are letting people know, hey, come to me. I'm a dealer. I can sell you a car. Come over here, right? Pull up, all the things, right? That's when you open, you feel confident to tell people, yes, give me your money for a car because I know what I'm doing, all right? So that's opening a dealership. So any questions? I am thinking that I'm not seeing any comments, y'all. So I'm going to get back to your comments later, okay? I do apologize. I don't know if it's a new phone or what, but I will definitely get to your questions later, okay? And then the last part of this is then you have to become a dealership is what I call it, which is like managing your money, being profitable, right? The math must math. All right. So this is all of this is you making sure you're breaking even. You're making sure you're monitoring your cash flow weekly, right? And if you're not in positive cash flow, you have remedies for that. You're making sure you're hitting your revenue goals, right? So this is the money management, how to spend your money as a corporation, how to make sure you're prepared for your taxes, how to make sure like none of those money issues worry you, right? In your business and in your dealership. Okay. So yes, then you become a dealership. Then you have your reports, your financial reports. Then you have, you feel solid that you have everything you need running because you have an eye on what's going on in your business. You know what it looks like when business is good based on the numbers. You know what it looks like when business is bad based on the numbers, okay? So those are the 4 steps to dealership startup. CEOs, I really wish I could see your comments. Ramon, Jacob, Mackinson, Santos, Claude, yes, definitely let me know if you have any questions, all right? So yeah, those are the 4 steps inspired by strategy sessions where most people were stuck in one of those phases, okay? They were stuck. And to be honest, most people I talk to haven't even gotten to the profitability stage, right? And that's the most fun. That's the real fun, right? The profitability stage. Most people haven't even gotten to that I talk to. I would have to say probably 99% of people that I talk to. And that's a problem. That's why I'm here, because the blood of a business is profit. The oxygen is profit. You need profit or else you are just, wasting money or have an expensive habit. And you are either going to learn what you need to learn. You're going to go to 2 schools, okay? You're going to go 2 places, one of 2 places, all right? And it is up to you. You are either going to go to the school of hard knocks and it's going to be rough. You're going to lose money. You're going to waste time. And as I'm starting to realize, we have less time than we really think, okay? So the school of hard knocks, you're going to come out battered, bruised, probably broke, right? You're going to get the lesson, but you're probably going to have to start up again. Okay. This was me. I went to the school of hard knocks, but I took the lessons from school of hard knocks and put it into the auto dealer business school. Cause that's your other option, right? Is the auto dealer business school where you can go through the same training essentially in less time, happier, more joyful, living life, relaxed, confident, all of the good words, right? So you are either going to one of 2 schools, the School of Hard Knocks or the Auto Dealer Business School. Okay. So it is your choice. That's me, top of my class. I'm getting comments now. Yes, Magasin, top of your class. It's okay to have it part-time as long as you follow your state rules. It involves a lot of time management, but is possible if you use it to make extra income. It is possible to use the business to make extra income. What is required, though, is to make sure it's making extra income, right? Comparing what your expenses are to what your sales are and making sure that it's profitable, right? So you still have to learn if you are going to open a business, really, if you're going to buy and sell anything, right? That's basic in buying and selling anything. You need to understand what your costs are and what your sales can generate, and then what is profit, right? To make sure it's actually making extra money. And I know this sounds like, oh, it's a lot of work, but everything we have in our life needs maintenance, right? So even your extra income stream or your side hustle really needs maintenance, right? And what I've learned from side hustles over the years is that what I really wanted from my side hustle was what I wanted in my business, right? Like I wanted my side hustle to be residual income, easy, extra money, low work, low lift, right? Automated, generated, never ending, right? I was trying to create a side hustle that was really a business, because a business ensures all those things because of the systems you have, marketing team, all of that. Okay. So I just want to caution you, who are saying, yes, I want to make extra money. So I did buy and sell cars with my husband before I was a licensed dealer to make extra money. Okay. So I'm not saying that that's not possible. And we bought a couple of cars a year and sold a couple of cars a year, right? But I wanted more than a couple of cars a year money. So that's why I was like, you want to take this operation to the next level and, get a dealer's license? And he was like, yeah, let's try it, right? So because we were both looking for the side hustle that was really, really had business qualities. Does that make any sense? You picking up what I'm putting down? How can I get in touch with you? I've had a license. Let me see. What does it say? How can I get in touch with you? I've had a license for 2 years, but only doing it part-time, which is not ideal. Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to work myself to full-time. Oh, okay. I see. Ponzi, you responded to Ramon. Gotcha. So yes, you can schedule a strategy session to get in touch with me. We have 30 minutes together on the phone. I call you after you have filled out all the answers to the questions, right? So I can get a feel of like what you got going on before, we get on the call. And that way I kind of understand already where your strategy needs to go, right? And then you fill in the blanks with some details, right? And then you leave with a plan, you leave with next steps. I send you an email after the call with your next steps so that you are pointed in the right direction, okay? So that is how you get in touch with me. I will put the link in the strategy session because that is a strategy session, okay? And I want to say that lots of times in the strategy session, I do suggest the Six-Figure Dealer Club because this is exactly everything that I teach there. These are the lessons. This is the training, right? Because this is the business. And right now, the program is going over an update, like a makeover, right? Because I am being more laser focused on the path and the structure and the timeline, shortening the timeline, increasing your results, getting you profitable faster, right? So I'm changing some of the lessons and highlighting certain points and updating some information that's just outdated, right? Right now, currently, because going through each of these phases, you are going to take, like this can take you 2 years. These 4 steps of dealership startup can take you 2 years. With the Auto Dealer Business School, it is my goal to get you through licensing, dealership setup, and opening your dealership in 9 months. And that is with monitoring and with, trial runs and, going through the sales. So that's not 9 months without sales. Like the best teacher is to do, right? Is to practice and to practice in a controlled environment, so to speak, in a safe environment, right? An incubator, right? Where you safe, you good, it's okay. If you fall down, there's someone to pick you right back up and, brush you off, keep you moving, right? That's the Six-Figure Dealer Club. So I would say the annual membership is really a good option because it's going to take you a minute. And in the annual membership, you get 2 months free, right? So that's 10 months that you're paying for. And I'm saying it's going to take you 9 months, right? So you get, some extra time. So if you're interested in that, then definitely schedule a strategy session. So thanks. You'll be getting in touch soon. Awesome. Good morning, Michael. What's up? Marcella, good morning. I want to touch base with y'all and see how things are going. Well, CEOs, I think that is all I have today. I feel good about this one. I feel like I left it all on the table for you to eat today. Okay. So, make some moves. If you are stuck in one of these steps, hit me up, like schedule a strategy session. Let's get unstuck. That's why I'm here, right? I did this for me, but I knew it would help you, right? So schedule your strategy session. Let's get you unstuck. Let's get you making money because, we have less time than we think. And it's just really time to just live life like we want to live life and do what we need to do. So let's do that in a session. I am ready when you are. We have any workshops coming up in Houston? Actually, I am. I'm planning one right now. I'll let you know, Ponce, for sure. I'll be in Houston sometime soon. Also Dallas sometime soon. Okay. What's up, Dre? Good morning. All right, CEOs, as always, I am glad that you're here. Okay, great information. Awesome. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Get what you need. I'm here. I'm ready when you are. I'm always praying for you. Let's do it. I mean, time is ticking. Let's get it. If this is what you want to do, let's go. All right. Be blessed and see you next week.